We're going to be going over some strategies about how you can 10x your business in the year of 2025. We're going to be going over some ways that are going to be outside the box and not common. So these are some strategies that I applied late last year in my business, and it enabled us to grow our business over 60% in 2024. And I want to share those ideas with you because I know you can do the same. I have some quick bullet points that we're going to go through, and I really do feel like resellers need to start thinking about their business differently and approaching it as an actual business and applying some of the components of what the big businesses are doing. So I wrote down a few things, a few notes that are really going to be helpful for you in the year of 2025. We're going to be just going over kind of my thoughts, what I'm applying in my business, and I hope that you can do the same. These are very simple strategies, but they're just not talked about enough when it comes to the reselling space. So the number one and the most important thing is learning what inbound and outbound marketing is. And I have it defined here. What is that exactly? So it's the activity or a business of promoting and selling products or services, including market research and advertising. So what exactly are we looking for as resellers? Like, what is the biggest holdup when it comes to starting a resale business? And in my experience and my belief is that it's access to quality inventory. Looking for quality inventory. Where do I find it? How do I get it? It's not as easy as it once was, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago, of just walking into a thrift store or walking to a garage sale every weekend and just finding inventory because everyone else is doing the same thing. So what are some different ways that other people might not be doing that we could start applying to our business? So we're going to get into that, some of the things that are kind of more outside the box, but it's helped me grow my business. And I just say to you, how often are you looking to change your business? How often are you looking to make different changes and approaches to how you source inventory? Because it's really easy going to the thrift store. It's really easy doing all that, and people want easy things to do. So it's easy for me to get in my car, go to the Goodwill, and look for items. But how many other people are doing that? It's really easy to go to the Goodwill bins and dig through clothes and look through items. That's pretty easy to do. But what are some other ways that can be just as easy that not other people are doing and applying today? So the number one is like, how are you looking at your business? Are you looking at it from like a brand point of view? And that gets into our first thing is like, social media is free. Here are some free ways that you could start getting inventory delivered to you. Inventory that comes in the mail, gets dropped off. And I'm not talking about going to websites that sell wholesale. I'm not talking about, looking for liquidators out there because that could be hit and miss sometimes. I'm talking about how to actually build a sourcing business, sourcing team. This is what we've been doing since July, and I want to be able to share the blueprint with you because you could do the same thing. There's an abundance of clothing out there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to source all 82 million tons of clothing that get thrown into the landfill each year. So I want to be able to share some of these strategies with you because you can do this as well. It's the same thing. You don't know how many messages I've gotten since we started doing this in July. My Instagram DMs have over 50 messages over the last 5 months of people wondering how I'm doing this. Well, I'm going to lay it out for you here in this video, and we're going to have a series of videos just like this, sharing and documenting the process of how I do my onboarding calls, how I supply those people with brand lists, how I market and find new leads to be able to have people join our new sourcing team. So we're going to be breaking it all down. This is kind of just an introductory level of how you should be thinking different in your business. So I just mentioned social media is free. Are you using the power of social media to find inventory? Are you a reseller that loves to go sourcing and loves to shop? Well, right now we are hiring in our wholesale team of over 31 members. We provide you with a brand list of over 300 brands, and we are buying all the brands on that list. It's a great opportunity to double your money. And right now we're helping people pay off their kids' student loans. You could check out right here. This lady's been on the team and we've been able to help her make some extra money. So if this sounds something interesting to you and you love to go shopping and you love to source, book a call, click a link down below, and we'd love to see if we can be a good fit. So examples of that are cold direct messaging on Instagram other resellers. Are you doing this? Have you thought of this? What you doing? This is something we're doing in our business right now. You could send 100 cold direct messages every day to people within your niche, and this applies to businesses outside of reselling too. If you run a paint store, if you run a construction business, these all apply. You just need to figure out how they apply within your business. So for reselling, are you going into the reselling niche on Instagram and starting to direct message people, hey, I'm Bo with so-and-so company. We are hiring in our sourcing team. Would you like to get paid to go sourcing? It will help you make some extra money to put inside your pocket while you go out sourcing. You're already doing it anyways, so you might as well get paid to do it. So something along those lines. And you could do the same thing on Whatnot. So I was supposed to be sharing my screens. So yeah, go to Instagram. Here you go. Go to Instagram. Start messaging all the people that are in the reselling niche. Go to Whatnot. Go on to Whatnot and start messaging every seller, every buyer, and just start saying just a real simple message. Hey, my name is Bo. I'm Bo with Close Plus Stuff. We are growing our sourcing team, and we have over 30 people that we do business with. They're making money every week, every month. Would you like to be part of a team that help you to make extra money in your business, get paid to go shopping, get paid to source? And that's it. And then just hit send. Do you want to do this? And it's just business, because a lot of people are going to say no. But when you do sales and marketing, you're going to have to get used to saying no, or being told no. No, no, no. Many people will say no. But there's going to be, the more that you do this, it's a volume game. The more that you do it, you're going to find that, hey, 95% of the people say no, but 5% of the people say yes. And if I send out 100 cold direct messages a day, that's 5 extra people that you could get onboarded and interested in this program. So you're going to have to realize that many people will say no, and just get over it. Why are you being so emotional? No, it's fine. No, okay, no. Move on. It's okay. It's called sales and marketing. Get used to no. And don't be scared. Don't be scared. Because you're also providing a way for other people to make money. So I would get on Instagram, get on Whatnot, start sending out cold messages. I think you can only send out 100 on Instagram per day. And on Whatnot, we have been doing that for about a week now with great results. So you could do both of those. And then also, have you considered, and this isn't for everybody, but I know for the 1% watching, this could be for you, is just starting a YouTube channel documenting how your business runs, how it works. You see more and more every day resellers and business owners popping up in your YouTube front page, home page. These are people that are just documenting their business and spreading the word of mouth out there. It's free. Starting a YouTube channel is free, so why not? Why not? And the businesses that don't get on social media, and I'm talking to you, if you're not on social media, you're going to be left behind, because it is a free and easy way to market what you're looking for and market your business. And I'm not talking about selling your eBay listings that you have listed on eBay to your audience. I'm talking about the input. How to find inventory, where to get inventory, how to build a sourcing team, how to get product delivered to your door. I'm not talking about creating listings on eBay and then selling your jeans to a viewer. I'm not talking about that. That is a whole different topic that we're not even touching on today. So another way too is building a free lead magnet. So build something of value and give it away. Build something of value. We have spreadsheets. We have Bolo brand lists. We have a free item specifics guide. So all these things that I've worked on hours and hours and hours and worked on, and just give it away. Give it away for free. People can download it and they can use it in their business. So that is a great way to start collecting emails. So email marketing is a huge part of my business. We've grown our email list from 300 at the beginning of last year in 2024 to over 1,600 people on our email list, where we can provide tips, provide tricks, provide inputs, maybe do a podcast review, let them know that we released a new podcast, things like that, almost like a reseller newsletter, keeping people up to date on what's going on in the reselling world. So building a free lead magnet is a great way to get people to download what you're offering, and then in exchange you get an email. Another option that I don't know why no one talks about this, at least I don't have heard, but go to where the people are. Go to where the people are. You are a reseller. Where are resellers? Where do they hang out the most? Probably at the thrift store, probably at the Goodwill outlet, probably at flea markets. Probably the most out of all those three is that's where you're going to be found. When I go to a local thrift store here, over 50% of the people are resellers. If they got their phone out while they're looking at stuff, they're a reseller. So definitely go to where they are at. You're probably wondering, well, where do I hire these people? Where do I find these people? Go to where they're at. Go to the Goodwill bins and start handing out business cards. Holy moly, I know it sounds so basic, and you're going to be told no. You're probably going to be cussed out. You're probably going to get into a fight. Probably someone's going to be mad that you're stepping on their territory. But where there is a will, there is a way. And if you want to 10x and grow your business in 2024 or 2025, you're going to have to do things you've never done. To be able to get the things that you've never had, you're going to have to do things you've never done. And this is probably going to be really new for a lot of people. But going out and handing out a business card with a QR code that they could just scan if they're interested, and that will lead them to a Calendly link where they could book a call. You can onboard them with a brand list of things you're looking for, and there you go. Simple. Not everyone's going to do it. I'm talking to the 1% out there. I know you're going to do it. I'm talking to the 1%. It's scary. It's scary going up to people and talking to them. I mean, just that in general is a scary thing. Someone you've never met. But get involved. Get in there. Be confident. Have a good attitude. And it's okay if someone says no. The next person, on to the next person. So that is an option that I would encourage people to look into, is just going to a thrift store, going to a flea market, start handing out business cards with a QR code on it, and just saying, hey, we're hiring on our sourcing team. We've hired 4 people in the last week, and we want to, hire more and help you make some extra money, put some extra money in your pocket. And then you could talk about specifics on like what you're paying for items and everything like that. Because also remember too, people at the flea market, at the Goodwill bins, thrift stores, a lot of the times they're not just listing the items on eBay or on Poshmark. They take them to places like Buffalo Exchange, Plato's Closet, any consignment stores where they can make that quick money. They can spend $100 today at the flea market and go and turn that into Buffalo Exchange and make a quick $100 to $200 that day. So that's really appealing to a lot of people, because listing and doing the photos is not for everyone as well. So reach out, make some noise about what you're looking for. This is really important. We're talking about ways to think different about your business so you can grow it. We're not talking about ways that everyone else is doing. For me, I don't like following the crowd. I like thinking different and doing different things to grow my business. So paid ways, cold email marketing. What is that? How exactly does it work? So there is ways where you could download lead lists and pitch what you're looking for, what you're looking to buy. One that I use is called Instantly AI. Everything is all built in here, the leads and everything. You could send up to 500,000 cold emails per month. And I'm talking about, using this as a form of marketing to grow your sourcing team. You could download a targeted lead list. You could scrape data from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram within your niche, pull those emails, put them into an Excel file, and then start marketing towards that list, and seeing if they want to get paid to go source, get paid to shop. You may even find people that are in completely different industries that are like, hey, I like shopping, I'll do this on the side, and you train them up and you teach them how to do it. So Instantly AI is a good one. It's like $600, $700, $800 a month if you want to send out 500,000 emails per month, but it is well worth it. So how much is it going to cost for you to 10x your business? So sometimes you need to pay to play. Instantly AI is a great one. There's many other AI automations for cold email outreach out there. That's just the one that I use because it's easy to use. So cold email marketing, super underrated. It is a huge form in many businesses. All big businesses market email. It's just, that's what they do. I just ask and say to you, are you doing it? How does that apply to reselling? Well, if we're looking at for product, and that is the biggest lever that drives the growth in your business, how are you applying cold email marketing and cold direct messaging to that business? And I'm talking about a simple message, not some long paragraph that no one wants to read. It's just like, hey, this is Bo with Close Plus stuff. We are hiring. This is what we do. We're putting some extra money in people's pockets. Do you like to go sourcing? We will hire you. Book this onboarding call if you are interested, and move on to the next. Just a simple message just like that. So cold email marketing is a good one. And then running paid Facebook and TikTok targeted campaigns to a certain audience within your niche. This is something we've been doing for a couple months now. We have a good conversion rate of about 1%, which is pretty good when it comes to business. So I run a simple Facebook ad that goes on Instagram, and I run a simple TikTok ad. It's the same thing, and it's a quick 30-second ad. Do you want to get paid to go sourcing? We are hiring, and we help you double, triple your money if you like to shop at the flea market, Goodwill bins, Goodwill outlet, storage units, rag houses, and then you just say call to action, book a call down below if that's interesting to you, and then that's it. Really, that's it. So for the ad spend of like $200 a month, which is very little, we've been able to hire 18 people in the last month on just a Facebook ad. So that's amazing for $200 to be able to get 22 people booked a call, 18 people joined the program and took the course. And it's work as on your own time too, as well. I always say that in all the onboarding calls is that we are in no rush. Take your time, take months, take a month, take a week, whatever, whenever you're ready to go, send us a spreadsheet. We will price it up and get you paid. That's how we're approaching it, and that's how we're working with it. So that is a way is looking at running some Facebook ads. Sometimes you do need to pay to play. I mean, you're probably promoting your eBay listings, but are you paying to promote what you're looking for? Inventory. Sourcing quality inventory is the lever that moves your business forward, and marketing is the key driver. Like, are you paying for promoted listings? Well, you are having eBay market the product for you. So why aren't you marketing looking for product? It is a huge point that I haven't seen talked about often enough. I know it's being talked about, just it's not like made as a focal point. It's huge, y'all. And it wasn't until I started to do this in July of last year when I was like, how am I going to find 1,000, 2,000 items a week? Well, I implemented everything I'm going through with you here, and I now have minimum 1,000 to up to 2,000 items come delivered every week. We have 2 UPS drivers that come out because they can't even fit the load that comes in every Friday. We have 2 USPS Postal Service people come every day because they can't fit all the items that are being delivered and picked up every day. So, which could actually end up being a problem down the road because we live in the middle of nowhere and there's no freight services. Like, I live an hour and a half from people. So we'll see how that we may need to move. Wait a minute. Are you tracking your numbers? If you're not tracking your numbers, how do you know you're actually profitable in your business? Too many times I see a lot of beginner resellers not tracking their numbers, and they think they're profitable on items that they sell, but in actuality, they are losing thousands of dollars, which is why I'm offering, link down below, a free reseller spreadsheet to help you start to build a good foundation for your resale business. I'll go over it real quick. You can download it below. Really simple to use, but it's going to help you go further faster in your resale business. A thing that often is said in business is what can be tracked can be measured, and what can be measured can be improved upon, which is why this spreadsheet is going to help you, especially if you're just starting out. Follow the instructions. You have an inventory SKU spreadsheet. You got month by month, line by line accounting, and at the end of the day, you could track your year-to-date sales. I did this because I just see so many people thinking that they're profitable in their business when they're actually not. So now back to the episode. How can you go sourcing and get things delivered to you? You're just going to need to follow some of these steps. And I encourage you to just take action on any of these keys here that are going to help you grow your business. Like you could just take the one thing of going to the Goodwill bins every week and just being friendly, passing out some cards. Maybe people that have seen you over and over again, you can kind of break the ice and go, hey, I see you're here hustling it. You're doing so good. You're a really good sourcer. I'd like to pay you to, maybe source an extra 10, 15 items a week for me. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? And if it's a no, don't get discouraged, y'all. People give up so fast after the first no. It's crazy. Do not give up after the first no. But so running paid Facebook and TikTok ads to actually look for the things that are going to move your business forward, and that is the input. That is the sourcing. The biggest struggling in reselling, in the entire reselling world, is getting access to quality product. That's the most question that I've found over in all the Facebook threads and all the groups and everything is, where do I find product? How do I find product? How do I buy bulk? And I'm not talking about going to websites that have liquidation and wholesale. Because often than not, if everyone has access to that website, then you know the drill. It's like it's going to be watered down product. It's going to be hit and miss, and you may end up being scammed. So why not just build your own sourcing team and build it from the ground up with a brand list of items that you are specifically looking for? Our brand list has 300 brands that we are buying right now, and we give that brand list to the people that are onboarded so they can go and have free range on what we're looking for. And yes, we do pay up big time for good items. Someone sold us an Arc'teryx jacket yesterday. We paid $40 for it. They found it at the Goodwill bins, bought it for $2. So a Laurel Piana blazer. Someone offered another one. I don't know where they got it, but we offered $60. We bought it. So yeah, we do pay up for good stuff, and I would encourage you to do the same. Because I want people to make money. I'm not going to, have you source an Arc'teryx jacket and give you $7. We want you to make money. That is the key. We work as a team. That's how you need to approach this part of your business, is you see it from a team point of view, that you're not working for them, they're not working for you. It's a team, because you want them to turn what they love to do into a side hustle and a business themselves. So another paid way is setting up AI automations to advertise the product that you're looking for. So you're looking to hire people to source for you. And I'm talking about using an AI automation software like Make.com. We'll be doing tutorials, how I set up my social media with automations. Right now I have 4 currently running. I have 2 research automations and 2 social media automations that are basically AI agents that are trained on the data, like my YouTube videos, or I pull a lead list where they'll send emails automatically to. So using a product like Make.com, I think it's free. You could set up 1,000 automations in a month. So try that. Make.com, it's great. It's a no-code automation tool for AI that can increase your workflow. You can post 1,000 times on social media through an AI automation on different topics, different items, different things you're looking for, different copy that you have. So using something like Make.com is going to help you fast track your progress. It's just going to make you work better. It's going to improve your workflow. A great marketing tool is make.com. They have over 10,000 integrations that you can apply in your business here, through Gmail, through Zapier, through different YouTube, Instagram. You can download several different web data scrapers that can scrape data from LinkedIn posts, Facebook posts, and then we'll be breaking that down on the channel, of course, in future episodes for people who really like to nerd out on this stuff. But yeah, so I wouldn't look into make.com. If you already have social media, maybe you have social media already and you're not using AI, I would check out that as a tool to grow your business. And then the final thing on paid ways would be track your leads. For the people that do come in, they either download your lead magnet or they get onboarded into your business. Well, what happens if you lose their email or lose their information? You're going to want to use a CRM. I use Go High Level because it has a lot of integrations in it. And it's just great because I can have different businesses all in one payment subscription. I think you can have up to 3 on the $100 a month plan. So I use Go High Level. It's great because you can track all of your customer relations in this. It's a customer relations manager. So you're going to be able to, reply to all the emails. It's just an organized way to keep track of your leads. You are not a business if you have no leads. Like a business operates on getting leads. If you have no leads, you have no business. And what we're talking about when it comes to reselling, what do leads mean is like, how do I have connections with people on how to get product? It could be as simple as like, I'm friends with Melanie at the thrift store. She texts me when they're putting out a new rack of items. Well, she is a lead for your business. So how can you find a million other Melanies that are going to text you when products come in? If you do Amazon reselling, you probably got Bob Smith at TJ Maxx, and you pay Bob $20 for each lead where he texts you, we just put out some new shoes, come and get them. It's speed to lead when it comes to this type of business, and in any business, is you want to develop relationships of people that you can pay to help fast track your business. So those are just some examples off the top of my head that apply to the reselling niche. So rounding it out here, we're thinking different today, y'all. We're thinking different ways for massive results to exponentially grow your business. Can you still go to the thrift store and the flea market and yard sales to grow your business? Yes, but we're looking for exponential growth, the 10x. We're looking for explosive growth to do things differently. I really think that the next level for resellers, maybe you're making $100,000 a year reselling, but you're figuring out how to take that next step from $100,000 to $1 million. You're not going to be able to do it alone. It's going to be difficult. Can you do it? Yes. You might take 10 years off your life, but by partnering up with people and developing relationships, it's going to be a little bit easier so you can scale your business. So partnering up, hiring a team, getting people to know what you do, it's important. It's so important when it comes to growing and scaling your business. So we're thinking different. We're trying to help you grow your business as I am as well. But I can't share this and keep all the secrets inside. When it comes to running my business, I have that abundance mindset, and I'm going to share it all, guys. I'm going to share it all with you because I want you to succeed. So why is this important? It is time to start thinking differently about your reselling business. It is time to start solving problems in different ways, start thinking in new ways about solutions to problems that currently exist. And the biggest problem when it comes to reselling is, how do I find inventory? How do I find good inventory? The thrift stores are so competitive. The thrift stores are so expensive. Well, how do I find product that is just as good for cheaper? Or product that is just as good that maybe costs more or costs a little more expensive, but it gets delivered to me? How do we do that? How do we do that? How do we think different? So are you building your brand, representing what you do? Because all the favorite brands and all the favorite YouTubers and all the favorite things that you watch are all branded products. So why wouldn't you think any different about your business going into 2025? What brand are you building? Are you building eBay's brand? Are you building Poshmark's brand? Or are you building your brand as a reseller? And what does your inbound, outbound marketing look like? Are you letting eBay promote your listings? Are you starting a Shopify store? Are you getting on Whatnot? Are you running yard sales yourself? Are you opening a brick and mortar store? What are some things that you're doing to move product? Because when it comes to reselling, it isn't just inclusive to eBay. Reselling is a variety of ways. You can do it any way possible, imaginable right now. It doesn't just have to be on eBay. But if eBay works for you, great. Maybe look to add on another addition into your business. So everyone knows to go to thrift stores and yard sales and estate sales to get inventory. It's very common, right? And I think everyone still needs to and should. I'm just talking about doing this in addition to what you're already doing. Don't stop. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Just start thinking differently and applying some of these methods that we're teaching here. So to survive and to take your business to the next level, you need to start doing what the 7 and the 8-figure resale companies are doing now. So ignore what the bottom 90% does and start applying what the top percent is doing right now. So I really do feel like that next step for resale entrepreneurs, businesses, to go from like that $100,000 to $200,000 net to that $1 million to $2 million is looking to scale up your business and having people find product for you, making connections, having people source for you, developing that sourcing team so you can focus on really what matters. Whether it's getting your listings up, taking your photos, running your Whatnot shows, opening another brick and mortar store. That's the things you need to focus on. I can think of just off the top of my head, and we're kind of going to go off, not too much off topic, but Parker. I've had him on the channel on podcasts before. Parker Hayes, he runs Ghost Town Outfitters. He opened a thrift store 2 years ago. Well, he just opened his second thrift store about 6 months ago, and his whole model operates on people bringing him product. It's marketed as a buy, sell, trade store where people can bring in product, sell it to him, and then he can then turn it around and resell it for a profit. So just as similar as like a brick and mortar model, maybe that could be something that you could look into doing in the future. Opening a second thrift store in a quote unquote downturn time is a beautiful thing. So yeah, you could do something like that where it's like a buy, sell, trade. Product comes in, you pay them, rinse and repeat. So that can be just an option. Shout out Parker. Hope to have him on the podcast sometime in the future. So yeah, that is just a certain example. Ignore what the bottom 90% is doing. And to get into that top percent, you need to figure out what are they doing that I'm not doing so I can apply and grow my business. Like what is ThreadUp doing to get product coming to them? What is The Real doing to get product to come to them? And then Goodwill. What does Goodwill do? Does Goodwill go out sourcing to sell product? Does Goodwill go to thrift stores to buy product to resell in their thrift store? What does Red, White, and Blue do? Red, White, and Blue is a for-profit thrift store. They buy from a wholesale liquidation company that has clothing. They then get it truckloads. I've seen the trucks come in. They drop off the bales of clothes. They drop off the pallets of clothes, and then they sort it, and they resell it for a profit. So how do we get into that position? The Red, White, and Blue is opening 5 to 10 thrift stores every year. What are some other for-profit thrift stores doing? Are they going out to St. Vinny's and buying product to put into their store? No, they're looking to take the next step, whether they're buying through wholesale liquidation or consignment, whatever they're doing. Think innovatively, think different about your business. So doing the same thing you did last year will not exponentially grow your business in 2025. Things are changing. Things are changing at an all-time high. I believe in initiating change for the year of 2025. Before becoming a victim of change, why don't you become an agent of change and make the changes in your business that you want to see? And yes, that's going to mean working harder, guys. Unfortunately, there's no tips or hacks or tricks that I'm teaching here. I'm only teaching on how to think differently. Because if I can get you to think differently, then you're going to start applying some of these actions. So reach out if you have questions. I know that the world is changing more than it ever has, and I just want you to apply the changes that you want to see in your business, so you're not sitting here 3 years from now going, man, I wish I had started doing social media. Man, I wish I had reached out to that person that I saw at the bins every day for 5 years to just ask them, hey, do you want to source for me? Start to, you're going to have to get uncomfortable to see the growth that you're going to have to, that you want to see. So getting uncomfortable with that is going to lead to huge growth. And get used to being told no. Totally fine. Don't get emotional. Move on to the next person. So I hope that this was valuable. I wanted to come on here because I had a lot of these things on my heart, a lot of them that I was thinking through personally in my own business. And I've had at least 50 people reach out. How are you doing this? What are you doing this? Well, I'm going to share it all on this channel, and hopefully you can start developing your own sourcing team and start to grow your business, start to think different. Reach out if you have questions, and we would love to help you move the ball forward in your business. You guys have a blessed rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.